I do find it rather remarkable in the years that I've lived here, the erosion of trust in the intelligence agencies. I got here in the mid-90s, and it was assumed they operated on our behalf and in good faith. And look where we are today. And I hate to say it, but we have to give Mr. .com a lot of thanks, because he's exposed some weaknesses in the system, regardless of the merits of his case. And that's allowing us here and elsewhere to reflect on exactly what our role is in the Western intelligence community and the like, and where are the limits of domestic surveillance. In a former life, I remember an American intelligence officer saying to me, "Ambiguity leads to confusion, but confusion can lead to opportunity. For those in the middle of a confused state can take advantage of that confused state to advance their own goals." And we should be aware that that can happen inside the intelligence community, not because people are rogue or dark-spirited, but being fully loyal, fully interested in what they perceive to be the national interest. Sometimes people will take advantage of the gray areas in legislation and the like to pursue agendas that may have to do with alliance building, may have to do with career promotion, but at the end of the day do not have as much to do with the national interest as they make it out to be. And I say that because that's why we need to define things in black and white. What the GCSB can do, what are the limits it can do. So I think that, it may be time to start defining in black and white exactly what each of these agencies is responsible for doing, and don't leave the gray area where ambiguity can arise. And I would start with this. What are threats to national security? Believe it or not, all of this is essentially a labor-saving device for the intelligence agencies in question. Because if you allow them more purview when it comes to where they spy and what have you, and if they can do it in automated fashion, it simply saves them a lot of time. If you think the way PRISM works, and I'm sure many of you have now reflected on that, it basically saves a lot of time in determining rhythms and patterns of suspected activity or where to locate targeted surveillance. But at the end of the day, human analysts have to get involved. And so if you can save a lot up front before the analysts get involved and start digging for nuggets of information, that's useful for the intelligence agencies, and I think that's a lot of what is going on here. It's simply about labor savings, to be more efficient in the production of intelligence flows, not only for our own uses, but most importantly for our more senior partners abroad. I'm for staying in, redefining the terms, but I'm also for doing a full inquiry of the New Zealand intelligence community before we pass any further legislation.